Hey beautiful soul, welcome to the channel. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share your thoughts below. I would love to hear from you. If you already subscribed, welcome back. I'm so glad you could join me again. For those of you who have gifted me with super thanks or joined my channel's memberships, you guys are amazing. I love you all. Okay, we have the Nine of Wands and the King of Wands. Wow, somebody's on fire. Straight away I'm getting something has shifted in your connection. And it's pushing past the point of being harmless. This person is not simply attracted to you anymore. What they feel has turned into something heavier, more consuming, and honestly a little risky for their self-control. Yes, they keep trying to act normal around you, while privately they're imagining moments with you that feel intensely personal. It feels emotionally charged, the kind of moments that don't fade away. And the biggest trigger for them right now is your confidence. We have the Lovers here. There's something about the way you move through life that gets under their skin in the most addictive way. The way you naturally take the lead, the way you don't perform for attention, the way you can enter a space and the energy quietly rearranges itself around you. To them, that is dangerously attractive. Especially your driving energy. And no, for some of you, that isn't about a car. It's the way you seem to know where you're going. You carry yourself like someone who takes the wheel mentally, emotionally, energetically. Every time they witness that side of you, their attraction tightens. Because deep down, this person craves intensity. They want someone who can challenge them, tempt them, pull them out of their usual control. And lately, you've been doing exactly that without even trying. They replay your interactions in their head on repeat. Tiny details you forgot within minutes stay with them for days. The way you look at them once, a shift in your tone during a conversation, even a small teasing remark becomes something they carry around in their mind like a secret. So what's interesting is how hard they are trying not to show it. On the outside, they may seem calm, playful, even slightly detached. But internally, their imagination gets so loud whenever you cross their mind. Especially late at night, when distractions disappear and they're alone with their own thoughts. That's when the fantasies intensify. Not awkward, not casual. They imagine it happening with heat, with tension, snapping in the most undeniable way. They want moments with you that feel electrifying from the start. The kind of chemistry where one look says everything, and neither person has the courage to name it. This kind of connection that changes the air the second you're alone together, and they wonder constantly if you feel it too. That question won't leave them, because there have already been moments where the attraction became so obvious. Eye contact that lingers a little too long. Conversations with something heavier underneath. Silence that felt charged instead of empty. They remember those moments vividly. Some of them replay the memories at night, imagining how differently things could have gone if one of you had leaned in. That's how emotionally intense this is becoming for them. And there's another layer. They're deeply drawn to your unpredictability. They can't fully figure you out, and it drives them insane in the best way. One moment you feel close, and the next you pull back into your own private world. Instead of losing interest, they get more hooked because you don't feel easy to reach. You feel rare, and they've started craving your attention in a way they cannot control anymore. When you focus on them, they feel lifted by your energy. When you pull away, it affects their mood more than they want to admit. Some of you have already noticed them acting different when they feel ignored or emotionally disconnected. That reaction is attachment forming beneath the surface. So this isn't simple flirting to them anymore. They want closeness that feels personal, almost secret. They want chemistry that makes everything else disappear. And what excites them most is the thought of seeing the side of you nobody else gets. The private version of you, the intense version, the emotionally fearless version. The scent is there, and that mystery is driving them crazy. They also secretly wonder if you would overpower them once the walls come down. That thought excites them and scares them at the same time. This person, they're used to staying composed. They're used to being the one in control. But around you, they feel themselves slipping in ways they didn't expect. And the more they try to fight it, the stronger it gets. They catch themselves thinking about you randomly throughout the day, while they're doing their work, while they're driving, while trying to focus on anything else. Your energy interrupts them, because to them you don't feel temporary, you feel addictive. Yes. And what they want now isn't just your attention. They want an experience with you that changes everything. What's becoming impossible is hiding it. At first, they convinced themselves it was just curiosity, just chemistry, just a phase. But time keeps passing and the attachment keeps growing. This is not only physical for them, it's psychological. You stay in their mind long after the conversation ends. Something small reminds them of you, and suddenly the tension is back. Your voice, your presence, your attitude, your confidence, even the memory of the way you look at them can shift their entire mood. And the most dangerous part is this. They're starting to crave you emotionally, not just physically. They want to feel chosen by you. They want to focus in a way that fits their ego and their heart at the same time. Some of them, they are becoming quietly possessive. The idea of someone else receiving your affection irritates them more than they would ever admit, because they feel your attention is rare. That you don't give yourself away easily, and that makes them want to earn their way into your world. They believe there's a softer side to you, a more passionate side, hiding under your calm exterior. They imagine what it would be like if you ever let them close enough to touch it, to feel it. They're also fascinated by your restraint. You don't seem emotionally reckless. You don't scatter your energy everywhere. Sometimes you even seem untouchable, and that kind of control makes them want you more. They keep wondering what it would take for you to finally lose composure with them. Once that thought starts, the imagination spirals fast. Yes, I'm seeing someone lying awake, replaying scenes in their head that are loaded with emotions. Not just romantic ones, but tension-filled situations where the chemistry becomes impossible to deny. They imagine getting close enough to watch your walls fall. They imagine conversation turning into flirtation, flirtation turning into temptation, and temptation turning into something neither of you can resist anymore. And what overwhelms them is that with you, it doesn't feel empty, it feels meaningful. And that's what scares them. They know if it ever crosses a line between fantasy and reality, it could become addictive. They can sense that magnetic pole is unfinished, unresolved, building under everything. Every interaction adds more tension instead of releasing it. Even the quiet moments feels heavy now. I feel they study your reaction closely. They notice the smallest changes. When your tone softened, when your eyes shifted, when your energy changed. Even if you think you're hiding your feelings well, they pick up on more than you realize. That's why their behavior can feel unpredictable. Some days, they're bold, they're flirtatious because they feel encouraged by you. Other days, they pull back because the intensity overwhelms them. It's like they're fighting this internal battle to move closer or to protect themselves, because deep down, they know they'll fall hard if things became truly intimate. And strangely, that possibility excites them most. They're used to people being easy to read, but with you, there's constant anticipation. They keep wondering what your next move will be, whether you'll suddenly reveal something real, whether the tension will finally break open one day. And secretly, they hope it does, because holding back is exhausting. Even small interaction leaves them emotionally restless afterward. A casual compliment from you replays all night. A teasing joke triggers fantasy they struggle to shut off. And if there's been any physical touch at all, a hug, a hand brushing on theirs, or sitting so close they could feel your warmth, they replay it more times than you'll ever admit. They don't want just shallow attention. They want chemistry, they want intensity, they want a passion, the kind of connection where both people know they're stepping into dangerous emotional territory. And neither one wants to stop. And the truth is, they're getting closer to acting on it. Pretending this connection hasn't changed them is becoming impossible now. Before you, they might have been able to separate attraction from feelings. They may be able to flirt casually, move on, but with you, nothing feels casual. Your energy stays with them, you linger, long after they try to distract themselves. They're imagining situations where you finally end up alone together, without interruptions, without pretending. Each time they imagine it, it gets more intense. They aren't picturing surface level chemistry anymore. They're picturing emotional surrender. They want a version of you that stops holding back, the private version that no one else gets. They sense you have been hiding under this composed exterior. They feel it in the way you speak sometimes, the way your eyes change, the subtle tension that shows up when the energy shifts. That hidden fire captivates them. Because now they're obsessed with one thought. What happens if you fully let your guard down with them? They've probably rehearsed conversations with you that never happened. Scenarios where the flirting becomes so obvious, where the silence finally gets broken, where one of you says what's been building this whole time. But they hesitate because they know it won't stay casual. The chemistry carries emotional weight and they feel it. They overanalyze everything afterward because they're trying to understand how you truly feel. Did you mean something by that look? Why did your voice soften? Why did the atmosphere change so fast? The uncertainty keeps them hooked. They crave reassurance while fearing what it would mean if their feelings became visible. Some of you, you're dealing with someone who looks confident on the outside, but they become unexpectedly vulnerable when it comes to you. They care about your opinion more than they should. Your reaction can leave them instantly or throw them off completely. That's why their energy around you can switch so quickly. Flirty one day, quiet the next. But the feelings don't disappear. They grow stronger in silence. They imagine a moment where the tension finally breaks naturally, not forced, not planned. One powerful moment where both of you stop pretending. Eye contact turning dangerous, conversation slowing down, desire becoming visible, because they want to feel wanted by you, just as intensely as they want you. That reciprocity matters more than they admit. And part of what makes you irresistible is that you don't seem emotionally desperate for them. You live your own life. You have your own direction, your own priorities. Your world don't revolve around them. That independence makes your affection feels valuable. It makes you need to be earned. They feel that if they gain access to your heart, it will mean something real. That's why the attraction keeps turning into attachment. And yes, there's a quiet jealousy too. They might never say it, but imagining someone else getting close to you genuinely bothers them. Not because they own you, but because they already feel connected to you in a way they cannot logically explain. I see at night it gets worse, because nighttime amplifies everything. That's when they imagine closeness most vividly with you. That's when they wonder what it will feel like to stop resisting. And the more they imagine it, the harder it becomes to act unaffected in real life. This connection is approaching a turning point. The tension has been building for so long, and it cannot stay hidden under surface level interactions much longer. Something is shifting, and they feel it. Maybe you could feel it too. They're getting closer to crossing an emotional line. At the beginning, they thought they could keep it contained, perhaps just enjoy the chemistry, and walk away if they needed to. But now their feelings have roots, deep ones. Every attempt to suppress it only strengthens it. You've become a temptation they cannot fully escape. You affect their mind and their body at the same time. Your confidence lures them in. Your mystery pulls them in. Your independence makes them attached. Even the way you hold back sometimes makes them crave the moment you finally open up completely. They imagine your mouth dropping, and the flirting no longer subtle between you. The tension no longer hiding inside jokes and unfinished conversation. They imagine one touch, changing everything instantly. And part of them believes it's coming. You may notice them getting bolder soon, more direct, more obvious in the way they look at you, speak to you, or try to stay connected to your energy. Because the desire to get closer is starting to outweigh the fear of vulnerability. They don't want only fantasy anymore. They want real closeness, they want reality. They want real moments they can replay, knowing they actually happen. And beneath all the passion, there's sincerity. They don't want to experience you temporarily. They want to leave a lasting impression on you. They want to become unforgettable to you the way you have become unforgettable to them. Yes, That's why every glance means more now. Every interaction lingers longer. Every small moment fits what's growing underneath. You're becoming harder for them to resist. And for many of you, the next phase begins the moment one of you stops pretending the chemistry isn't real. Trust what you've been feeling. Because their energy has been circling you constantly, their thoughts about you have become intense, emotional, and passionate and deeply consuming. Whether they admit it or not, they're waiting for the day when the tension finally turns into something undeniable. This connection isn't fading. They're not losing interest, in fact, it's building. And now it's becoming close or impossible to keep underneath. I'm gonna take some initials. So you may see your own or your person's initials. Sometimes it may spell out something for you. Okay, trust your gut, trust your intuition. This could be a sign of many signs. This could be angels, numbers, birthday, birth month, years, life path, or any significant number in your life. I'm seeing 666 or 999. Happy, free, confused, and lonely at the same time. So someone is feeling this way. Love the leaf. So this could be a gym rat. You're like really pretty, so they like you. You're so pretty in their eyes. So you don't give easy access. So the more they're attached they become, the more they're craving you. I wanted to be so perfect, you see. So they want to be perfect in your eyes. I bet you think about me, so they bet you think about them. You think about each other. Yes, they're watching you closely. So they love your eye contact, or they love catching you looking at them. We have Sagittarius, Taurus, Aries, and Virgo. Taurus, Cancer, Libra, Aquarius. We have Taurus, JY 8856, Pisces, another 609. So I hope this resonates. Please consider supporting the channel by subscribing to the channel or sending a super thanks. Thank you so much for the support. Love and light to you.